New students, I hope you find fit and healthy as you always are. And today we will discuss on agriculture, that is chapter 14. What do you mean by agriculture? In simple terms, we can say that cultivation of land is agriculture. Okay, now here if you look at the above, you can see that the first image is about horticulture, plantation of flowers, varieties of flowers in a big land. And then the next we have this horticulture, like plugging of field for cultivation, for plantation. And then the next we have this livestock rearing, that is here we have in the picture, that is poultry farming. So these are the kinds or the activities of agriculture in our country. And as we can see from the picture itself, that India is a country which depend greatly on this agriculture. Most of the people in India is engaged in agriculture and agricultural activities. Next, India produces a variety of crops. This is because of the favorable climatic conditions, fertile soil and irrigation facilities available in our country. Agriculture provides food to the huge population of India. It also produces various raw materials, the agriculture-based industries. Okay, here we can say that India produces a variety of crops. That means various types of crops. It is because of three things. What are the three things? Let us see. First, favorable climatic conditions. Because of these favorable climatic conditions, we can plant various types of crops in each area. And then next we have fertile soil. There are various types of soil, isn't it? Black soil, red soil, and so many. So because of this fertile soil, we can produce a variety of crops. And then the third, we have irrigation facilities. Without water, plants cannot grow, as you know that. So supplying of water into the field, that we call it irrigation. So because of these three things, we can produce lots of crops. And then even we are exporting to other countries. Agriculture provides food to the huge population of India. It provides food to a huge population of India. Like we said before, India is a land where there is huge population, and then 2/3 of its population was engaged in agriculture activities. That means hardly 1% was depending on this agriculture production indirectly. It also produces various raw materials, the agriculture-based industries. Next, types of crops in India. In India, farmers grow two types of crops. What are they? First, food crops. Second, cash crops. And then food crops are staple food like rice, wheat, maize, pulses, etc. Okay, now here for us, especially for the people of Lamka, we greatly depend on this rice, isn't it? That means it becomes a routine food. We call it staple food. And then the second one is cash crops. Cash crops are crops for sale or for industrial use, like cotton, jute, sugarcane, etc. for further use. That is, we can sell it out, and then or we can provide it to industrial so that we can get it back with this finished goods, like sugar can give us sugar, like that. Okay, next, food crops. Today we will be giving mainly on these food crops, and then in the next class we will again study on these cash crops. Okay, now first, food crops include those crops that are the staple food of people. It includes all those food grains that are used to feed the entire country. Now let us see the various food crops grown in India. First, rice. Okay, how do we produce rice? Look at the image first before we go on to the point. The first one, it is plugging of field. And then the second one, plantation of rice. And then the third one, it is time for harvesting. So how does rice grow, and then what type of weather do they need, and then what are the states producer of rice? Let us see. Rice are mainly consumed by the southern and eastern states of India. In the second point, rice grows well in hot and wet climatic conditions. Hot and wet, that means it needs a hot climate as well as water that is wet, right? And the states which produce rice are Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha. These are the states which produce rice in India. Next, wheat. Wheat are mainly consumed by the north and northwestern states. It grows well in cool and moist climatic conditions. Cool and moist climatic conditions. States which produce wheat are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. Okay, this wheat also we can sometimes find in this bazaar, isn't it? In the market. But then we do not consume much, so we do not buy it much, because it is not our staple food. Next, cash crops. It is consumed in different pulses, consumed in different states. It grows in dry and warm climatic conditions. States which produce cash crops are Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, here cash crops means different pulses. Beans, peas, all those things we find it even in the market, isn't it? That means there are a lot of farmers who produces those pulses. Next, pulses or coarse grains. Pulses, millets, or coarse grains such as jowar, basra, and ragi are mainly consumed by the southwestern India and Assam. Even me, I am not very familiar with this jowar, basra, and ragi because it is not our staple food. And then pulses, of course, like beans, peas, and all, we have it. Like lentils and all, we have it, right? It grows in dry with scanty rainfall climatic conditions. Scanty rainfall means less rainfall, harsh, okay, which is almost no rainfall. And then states which produce pulses or coarse grains are Karnataka, Gujarat, Bihar, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra. These are the states which produce pulses or coarse grains like jowar, basra, ragi. And like I said, it grows in dry. It should be dry and then almost no rainfall. That means they don't need much water for growing and then for producing. And then pulses like millet or coarse grains, yes, like I said, pulses, beans, and all those things, we call it pulses. And then of course we consume it, these pulses, but then this like coarse grains and all, we don't have much in Lanka, isn't it? So we are not very familiar with this. Okay, that will be all for today, and thank you. Stay safe.